this is for educational and informational purposes. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm giving you my perspective on how I might handle certain situations that you're talking about. So, cross-examination. So I don't know how long you have been representing yourself, but so you have direct examination, and the direct examination is that part of the case when you're telling your side of the story. So you go into the courtroom and you tell the judge, this is who I am, this is what I want, and these are the reasons why I want what I want. And you're telling the story the way you want to tell it. So when you are cross-examining the other side, they will have just finished direct examination, and if that person has an attorney, then their attorney will have questioned them. So they will have told the story through their perspective. Cross-examination is an opportunity for you to tell the story through your perspective again. However, you're going to be doing that asking open and closed-ended questions, okay? So during cross-examination, one of the cardinal rules that they teach us in law school is you never ask an open-ended question during cross. So the way that I always start my cross-examination questions is with answers that I know that the other party or the witness is going to agree with. So start with the easy questions, and you have to make them yes or no questions. So an example of an open-ended question would be, please describe how you're feeling today. And the person can go off and talk as long as they want, telling you how they feel. An example of a closed-ended question would be, isn't it true that you're wearing a blue shirt today? Yes or no? That is a closed-ended question. So you're boxing the witness into the answer that you want them to give. Start out with the easy questions for the other party. And a lot of times I use the same easy questions to open with. So I don't know anything about your situation, but a lot of times I say, so say I was cross-examining a mother and I was representing father, and I would tell the mother, well, your daughter loves you. Your daughter needs you in her life. And you're just as important as father to your daughter. Isn't that correct? And she would agree with all of those questions. And I expand it more than this. And then I would launch into, well, your daughter also loves her father. And your daughter also needs her father. And your daughter's father has a lot of important things to contribute to your daughter's life. There are things that only your father's daughter can contribute to her upbringing. And just as your daughter needs her father, needs you, your daughter needs her father too. So you're giving her questions that she has to agree with to begin with. So then you get into the harder questions. So when you're doing cross-examination with the other side, then you're confronting that person with the evidence that you have or information to present that will prove your theory and that will contradict what the other side has to say about the case. And, that evidence could be medical records, it could be inconsistent statements, it could be school records, it could be a lot of things. But you have to remember that all of your questions to the other side should be closed-ended questions where he or she is either answering yes or no, and not given a chance to explain. You have to control your witness. Your witness is going to want to weasel out. During cross, a lot of the witnesses are like snakes and they're trying to slither out, and they're trying to explain. And what you do is you politely say, the question was a yes or no question. Please answer yes or no. And if the person refuses to do that, then I would bring it to the judge's attention and I would tell the judge, Your Honor, direct the witness to answer yes or no. It's a yes or no question. And, quite honestly, there are some judges who will say, yeah, just answer yes or no because it's a yes or no question. But I have other judges who tell me she's trying to answer the question and you won't let her. So, don't get discouraged if, the judge does that to you because it does happen. But the most important thing is to control your witness, and you're telling the story again that you want to tell, except you're telling it through your adverse witness, and you're telling it through the use of closed-ended questions. So I hope that somewhat helps. There's more to cross-examination. It's hard to share everything that I know and that I've learned through this live stream. I will tell you guys, the Command the Courtroom course, I have a section on cross-examination that's more extensive. and maybe someday you guys will be able to take it. It's up on my website. So I hope that helps. It sounds like